What's going on, everybody? Awesome. What's going on, everybody? Rico here, back again with another live. If you're watching today's live, I welcome you. We have some new people coming to join us. Okay, let's see if we can go live on somewhere else too. Let's see. Hold on. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Let me see something. Let me go live on my. Let me see. What's going on, family? Welcome. If you're new to the group, welcome. Comment the city and state you're living in the comment section below, and we're going to get started here. Today's topic is why you should avoid debt collection companies. Okay? Let me see if I can go live on my Instagram real quick. Let's see. No, that's not it. Okay, live. Okay, cool. Live. Okay. Boom. All right, we are now live on Instagram on Approved Repair. Cool. All right, guys. So, again, thank you for coming to today's live. If you're watching for the first time, what's going on Instagram? If you're watching for the first time, comment in the section below what city and state you're from. Okay? Myself, I'm in Temecula, California. And we're going to get things rolling here soon, okay? Also, if you're watching the replay, comment in the section below replay. Hashtag replay, okay? Okay, I don't know what that means, too low FPS. We going live here, guys. This is a live. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me and see me? Comment section below if you can hear me and see me. I'm switching up some things here. All right. Let me see something. Tim Harmon, Roll Tide. Okay. All right. So you guys can hear me and see, but that was 1 minute ago. Okay. So it's kind of coming in lagging then. Hold on. Let me see something. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Discard media. Discard. Okay. Keep on commenting, guys, just so I can see if we're having technical difficulties. Let me see something. Okay. Let me see. Okay, cool. Jeez, hold on. See, I'm trying this on I used to do this on my phone. I think it was way better on my phone. Now I'm switching to the computer, so I don't really see. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and kick it off anyways, all right? All right. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rico, all right? We're back to Tuesdays. Sundays weren't going that good, all right? And I know we took a little bit of pause, but it's 2022, and I know you were watching, and a lot of people have goals, right? This 2022 is to get their credit fixed and, to move forward, financially, financial education, right? So this is what we're talking. War Eagle Tim representing. Okay, there's some beefing going on in the comment section through Alabama. Okay. But anyways, if you're watching, thank you for watching. If you're watching this live, comment in the section below live, so I know you're watching live. And if you're watching the replay, we record it. We go live and we save all the replays. We don't edit it. It's just all raw, right? So comment the hashtag replay in the comment section. What city and state you're watching from? I need to know what city and state you're watching from. All right, because I like to travel. So if I take road trips, I drove from California all the way to Connecticut before, back to that's where I'm from, Connecticut originally, but I live in California. It was a 3-day drive. But I loved driving. I love sightseeing. Sorry, love sightseeing. And when we went to go visit Connecticut, we drove down through New York, obviously, to visit some more of my family from New York, we went to Philly. I had to get a Philly cheesesteak, you know. All right, and from there we went to Virginia, and then from Virginia we went to Alabama. Shout out Alabama. I have a Marine buddy in Huntsville, Alabama. And then from Alabama, we went back to Cali. So we drove from Cali to Connecticut, from Connecticut to New York to Philly to Virginia, then to Alabama, and then back. So we're thinking about doing it again this summer. I don't know what's going on with COVID or anything like that, but comment. That's why I say comment the city and state you're from. If I'm on your path, you never know. We might meet up. All right, or I might be doing business in that city or a pop-up in that city. Okay, so back again, thank you for those who are new to the group chat. This group chat is growing every day. If you're watching this, invite your family and friends. You know, this is education for us, for people out there who don't know anything about credit, why credit is important, why it's important to fix it, how to fix it, how to build it, and then how to leverage it. I don't know about you, but the people who don't know me, my name is Rico. Back in 2009, I was a victim of identity theft, right? One of my own family members took 6, thank you. My daughter brought me some water. By the way, if you have Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Approved Repair. All right, so where was I? Back in 2009, I was a victim of identity theft. One of my own family members took $6K out of my bank account, right? And unfortunately, used it for various amounts of things to where my credit suffered. It was in the low 500s, right? So when I can't, and this was all while I was serving in Iraq. Yes, I'm a Marine Corps veteran. All right, Semper Fi to those out there. All right, and Wolfpack to my third Liar Wolfpack. you know what this is. All right, so back to what I'm saying. When I got back from South Sinjar, the deployment, basically, I tried to apply for apartment and a car, and I failed. Why? Because my credit score was so low. I felt so dumb and vulnerable, guys. I felt so dumb and vulnerable to where I was like, man, I need to get up on this credit game, right? I need to get up on this credit game. So over the course of 9 years, over the course of 9 to 10 years, I paid mentors. I've invested myself, my education. I paid mentors over $50,000 in business life coaches and credit business mentors. And now to this day, I have 3 passive income businesses that basically pay me while I'm sleeping, right? Utilizing credit and business credit. So that's why you're here today. I wanted to basically give this to the masses. This is a free group. That's why I encourage you guys to basically invite your family and friends so they can get this knowledge, all right? Share this group. Now, I won't waste any more time. Today's topic is why you should avoid debt collection companies. That's right. I said it. It's taboo, right? It's taboo. A lot of people say, why should you avoid the debt collection companies? Well, I'll tell you why, right? Number one is this. Debt collection companies, right? They'll sell you and all, right? They'll sell you on how you can save money, you can save interest rate. That's not wrong at all. You can save money. You can save, by lowering your APR. But it has to be a significant amount of APR, percentage, right? And by the way, I'm going to give you an actual tip on what to do instead at the end of this. But multiple clients of ours, okay? Multiple clients of ours have went through these debt consolidation companies, okay? They went through these debt consolidation companies, and what happened was I asked them, what did they do from start to finish? I'm interviewing these clients, and some of these clients may be on here, and you can vouch for me right here in the comment section below if you have been a victim, I call it victim, of a debt consolidation company. Let me know in the comment section below. But they told these clients, numerous amount of clients of mine told them the same thing. I've had a client that was paying $350 a month for 2 years. That's $8,400. All right. Can you imagine that? That would have been in the stock market or something investment wise or big. Anyways, but I had a client pay $8,400, right? I said, "What did they tell you to do?" They said they told me to stop paying the credit cards, that company. I was like, "Oh my God!" So you mean to tell me you forced negative remarks on your credit report? They were like, "Yes." They were like, "Yes." And what was their game plan? I asked them. They said basically after 6 months to 8 months, they said it will go to a charge off and collection status, and you can be good from there, right? But the thing is, guys, the second thing about these debt collection companies is they don't know about credit. They don't know about credit. They are just there to take your money and supposedly pay off your debt, and so you can save money. All you're doing is robbing Peter to pay Paul. That, if you know what I'm getting at, all right. Clint says, as soon as mine popped up on my credit, they disappeared in less than 30 days with you guys. Thank you, Clint. I appreciate that. Um, but what I'm saying is this, okay? Um, do not trust these debt consolidation companies because they don't know what to do when it comes to your credit. Now, yes, they'll sell you and say, look, you can lower your APR percentage by this much. If it's not 0%, I don't want it. Okay, and I'm gonna give you guys the tools, the hard tools to basically how to pay your credit cards off faster. Okay, but let's see. You got my notes here. So they don't know how to educate you with credit because what are they doing when they say, okay, a late payment? You know what a late payment does? Remember, late payments are 35% of your score, right? They're 35% of your score. So if you're late once, you can drop your score anywhere from 50 to 150 points, 80 points. It just depends, right? So imagine if you get multiple lates, then a charge off, and then a collection, because that's what happens. Everything derives from late payments, right? So if you get a late payment, it turns into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the sixth one, they say, all right, we're charging it off, and then that can go to collections as well. So you just wasted 6 months to a year, right? Now you got to hire me in our company because either yourself or that company that you trusted for the debt consolidation company didn't know any better. And let me tell you something. When these clients have been paying this debt consolidation company for 2 years, they felt like, one, they were getting nowhere, and two, they didn't have no receipts to where's this money going? Why is this not off from my report? Debt consolidation companies don't know what to say. I know what to say. You're getting scammed. You're getting scammed because not only are you getting scammed, you're actually losing more money. Why are you losing more money? Because what happens if you have a bad credit score? If you have a bad credit score right now, you're actually losing money. It's like the inflation term, right? You're actually losing money because of the fact that the lower your credit score is, the higher interest rates are going to be for cars, loans, houses, etc. So what happens if you have a lower interest rate? That's what happens when you have good credit, right? So when you have good credit, that's why the rich are rich and the wealthy. They leverage their credit, right? It's the foundation of life. As Jay-Z, right? So debt consolidations, you want to avoid them at all costs, okay? And not to mention, when they tell you not to pay these credit card companies and these banks, you're terminating and tarnishing relationships with these banks. You want to do the opposite. All right? You want to take these banks out on a date and then finesse them. Leverage their credit and business credit. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense, guys? Comment in the section below if it makes sense. All right? So these debt consolidation companies, I have about like 3 clients that came to me recently and they said, I was with a debt consolidation company. What should I do? Stop paying them. Stop paying them. Right? Matter of fact, take your reserves out. Stop paying them. Okay? Yes, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to save interest and time and money. I get that. However, if you would have come to my classes, you would know how to properly use your credit cards. Now, why do people do this in the first place? Right? They try to save money and interest. Well, another reason why I'm against consolidation companies is, let's say that consolidation companies pays off all of your credit cards, and you just have to pay the consolidation company now, right? It's like a loan. I'll put it to you like this: you get like a loan for 6% APR versus 22%. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? You're paying 6%, and I'm just hypothetical speaking. You're paying 6% on the loan. You paid all the credit cards off, so now your credit score shoots up. But you still have the human urge to use those credit cards. Am I right or am I right? What, you're just not going to use those credit cards forever? That's not smart, because one, they'll get shut down, and the two, it's not. It's unless you cut them up or don't have them saved somewhere. You see what I'm saying? But you should be utilizing your credit cards and leveraging it to make more money with them and cycling it. That's another talk. I know we're getting too deep, but what I'm saying is use your credit cards for the right reasons, not to get you in. Don't do it for the wrong reasons. That'll get you in debt. Now, back to what I was saying. So you paid off the consolidation loan, right? Are you guys following me so far? You paid off the consolidation. You paid off the credit cards with the consolidation loan. So now you have a loan, and you have the human urge to use the credit cards. So now you have a loan and credit cards. So now you're paying both. That's why I don't like taking out loans unless you know what you're doing or making a quick move. What do I mean by quick move? Well, the goal is to get 0% APR, right? There's some things called balance transfers, okay? And there's other things called balance transfers to business credit cards, right? That's the key, guys. You want to start your business credit, start building your business credit so you can obtain business credit, all right? It's not an overnight process either, okay? It's not an overnight process. But let's say if I had $70,000 or $50,000, all right? Say I have $50,000 on credit cards on my personal side. I have a business that's been in for 2 years or whatever, right? And I actually have a business credit card or a business loan for 50 grand on the business side. Well, as we know, business doesn't report to personal unless, it's defaulted with a PG, personal guarantee, right? But you can and are able to take your personal credit and transfer it to business credit, okay? And usually business credit for the first, 12 to 18 months, you have a 0% APR. So now, instead of 22% on all those credit cards, which is 50 grand, you're paying a higher interest rate. You took that high interest rate and you switched it and hit it over to your business credit. Now you're paying 0% on the business side, and it doesn't report to your personal side. Can I get some fire emojis in the comment section if you understood what I just said and how important that is? Let me know if you know or understood what I just said, and if you know how important that is. Okay? So what I'm saying is get started on your business credit. Now, we do offer business credit coaching mentoring as well, right? It's a higher tier package. It's where we have Zoom calls, me and myself. You don't deal with my team, you actually deal with myself. We set up Zoom calls, me and you weekly, and we go over step by step on how to build your business credit from scratch. I take you by the hand. I say, hey, click this. Hey, say this when you go to the bank. Do this, etc. Okay? Now, that's a higher tier. That's a higher tier mentoring program. It's not for everyone. If you are interested, comment in the section below business credit so we can get you started. Okay? And then we offer funding as well. To be able to get funded, obviously, you need to have at least, a 680. I recommend a 700 FICO score for all three bureaus. No derogatory remarks, no collections, no charge-offs, no bankruptcies, Utilization has to be below 9%. I recommend 1 to 3%, 6 the most. Um, like I said, no derogatory marks. At least 11 positive accounts, right? Also, you need to have at least 3 primary accounts, meaning this, okay? Credit cards that are under your name that have at least $2,500 to $5,000 per card, and it has to be at least 2 years old. 11 accounts, positive accounts in total. At least 5 to 7 years of age history. You can look at authorized users for that. Oh, not really for business credit. Never mind. Um, that's for personal, but as well as you need to have no more than 0 to 2 hard inquiries in the last 6 months for all 3. If that fits you, comment in the section below. Funding, we can get you funded anywhere from 50 to 100K. Okay, it's my brother calling. All right, so again, I don't like debt consolidation companies. Avoid them. Now, let's say if you don't have business credit, I'm gonna give you another tip. All right, let's say if you don't have business credit and you want to pay your cards down aggressively, this is what I suggest you do. It's gonna suck. Some of it is the Dave Ramsey method. All right, but with a little bit of twist. All right. Cancel. What he says is cancel that trip, and I agree. Cancel that flight to Hawaii. Cancel that flight to vacation. I know you want to have a good life right now, but you made some bad choices. You're gonna have to learn how to deal with those, right? So, but the smartest way to pay down those credit cards on the personal side, if you don't have a balance transfer or get a loan, is you're gonna call each credit card company one, and you're gonna just ask for, hey, can I get a lower percentage? Can you lower my percentage APR? Some of them surprisingly will say, yes, we can lower it by 1% or 0.5%. And some might say no. Hey, I'll take it. All right. Then after that, you ask, okay, so what is my new APR percentage? And you're gonna make a list, write a list. And the highest APR percentage, that's the one you're gonna attack first aggressively. You're going to put all the extra money into the highest APR percentage card. And then you go the next one, the next one, the next one. Mathematically, that is called the avalanche method. Google it, YouTube it. It's called the avalanche method versus the snowball method. Those are debt paying strategies, okay? All right, so again, do not trust these debt consolidation companies, all right? Do your own research. If you want more, lessons on this topic, post it in the group chat. If you have questions for me, post in the group chat. I want to do more videos. We're going to be doing more videos, more lives on topics, okay? So, again, now, if you happen to be one of these people who have suffered from the credit card debt consolidation companies, you probably have some negative items on your report, all right? So there's 2 options you can do. You can do this by yourself. This is what this group is here for. Pulling back the curtains and basically giving you can dispute these negative items yourself. Matter of fact, I even have an ebook that a lot of people in this group chat that you're watching here right now has taken this ebook and they erased it. They erased the negative items off their report, okay? Also, they even started a business with this ebook. My ebook has a bunch of gems in it to where you can start your own business and fix your credit, learn credit, and then teach others how to do it and start your own business. It's pretty good. It's only $97. It's less than Jordans that don't bring you any value. Okay, so you can do it yourself. You can always do this yourself. Or if you don't have the time, most people don't have the time. They know credit, or they just have the time to do it. Hire our company. We'll do it for you. Okay. You can go to approverepair.com, or if you're watching this chat live, comment in the section below credit repair, and my team will reach out to you to get a schedule call to give you a free consultation. There's no commitments. You don't have to make any commitments. Just let us give you a free consultation, and we'll advise you what to do from there. Okay, and if we're a right fit, let's get the ball rolling. Because as you know, credit repair is not an overnight process, right? So there was a saying that I've heard a long time ago was, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. You know what the next best time is? Now, right? So start now to fix your guys' credit. Educate yourself on credit. Okay, guys? Um, Austin says, I need to get with you to get rid of a collection I paid off that's lingering. Which brings me to my next point, guys. And we're going to open up Q&A now. If you have a question, comment in the section below, question, and we'll answer it for you. But never, ever, ever, ever pay collections. Never. Why? Because, you know, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and the Fair Credit Reporting Act states those laws. There's some laws in there that you can look at. It took me 3 years, man. I was at 513, I think. Now I'm at 789. Congrats. Yeah, with that collection off, you could be at 800, and now you're really in the game. All right. So just because, but know this: just because you're at a 789 does not mean that you're fundable. The profile is what matters, guys. I know people who have a 680 that get way more funded and opportunities than people with 750s and 780s. All right. But not to take you away your shine, man. I just want to let you know. And me and you have been talking too a lot. So congratulations for that. If you do need the collection removed, again, comment in the section below, credit repair, and my team will reach out to you, okay? Do you guys have any questions before logging out today? All right. Any questions, comment in the section below. I thank you guys for watching. And if you're watching the replay, I thank you again too. We're going to start to be going live way more. Be coming up with TikToks. I know I'm not a TikTok person, but there's an audience out there too. So TikTok, YouTube, all of that. You're going to catch me on there. Yeah, my average age is low. Okay. Yeah, there's ways to combat that as well. All right. One question someone did ask me I want to answer. They wanted me to go over, I don't know if they're on the live right now, but luckily we keep these, we don't erase these, right? So they wanted me to go over utilization, explain utilization. Well, first things first. Utilization, credit card use, aka credit card utilization, is one of the 6 factors of credit, okay? It is 30% of your score. Just know that right off the bat. All right. So most people say, "Oh, you want to stay under 30%." That's not wrong at all. They're very right. But I will say to you to stay always, always, always stay under 9% credit utilization. And what do I mean by credit utilization? So let's say you have a credit card, right? Remember, this is one of the factors of credit. There's 6 factors. All right. Let's say you have a credit card. Credit card. We'll just do one credit card for right now for math's sake, right? For instructional purposes. That one credit card is $1,000 credit limit. Okay. That $1,000, we're doing math now, is fractions. That $1,000 is equal to 100%. Okay. Is equal to 100%. So $1,000 credit limit is equal to 100%. Fraction is the pie, right? Now, can anybody answer this? If I'm using $900 of that $1,000, what credit utilization percentage fraction of the pie am I using? I'll wait. All right. Let's see if you guys are listening. Or, sorry for my lateness, I'm here for the lesson. No worries, no worries. But let's see if you guys are listening, okay? If I'm using $900 of 1,000, what is the percentage? What is my utilization percentage going to be? Man, we didn't do math in school, or what? What's going on? All right, it's 90%. Exactly, 90%. Right? It's 90%. That's not good. That's not good because in this section, I want you to know, guys, the higher your utilization percentage is, right? The higher utilization percentage is. No, Michael, that's not right. The higher the utilization percentage is, the lower your score is going to be. Okay? The lower your utilization percentage is, the higher your score is going to be. So everything works opposite in this. I think you got confused, Harris. Switch those numbers around. I said $900 of 1,000. If you're using $900 of 1,000, that's 90%. Okay, so we want to remember we want to keep it below 9%. So what is 9% of 1,000? $90. You cannot exceed. Now, does that say? Oh, some people may ask, I can only use $90 of $1,000? No. Matter of fact, I encourage you to use the $1,000 at least 3 to 6 months consistently, and then ask for an increase. But what I'm saying is this: pay off that full $1,000, or leave a balance of only no more exceeding than only $90 on that credit card before the due date and the reporting date reports. Does that make sense, guys? So I use the full $1,000, all right, but I pay off the $1,000 before it reports and before the due date. Now I'm at 0%. So I use $1,000, I paid it off. Now my credit score is still going to be high because it's showing 0% utilization. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that answers the question to the person who asked me that. Okay, so always stay below 9%. All right, 0 to 9%. The best is 1 to 3%, 1 to 3%, maybe 6. Okay, but if you're below 9%, you're golden. All right. Sorry, I was thinking after you paid your debt, after the reporting date. No worries, no worries. All right. So again, we've exceeded our time for today. Let me know what topic you'd like me to go over next. Please, if you have Instagram, follow Approve Repair. If you're on YouTube, look up Joshua Rico. That's my name. Subscribe, like, share with your family and friends. Look for me on TikTok. We're gonna start growing. 2022 is gonna be a big year, guys, and I want to take you there with me. Okay, I'm actually gonna be on a podcast on Wednesday. I'm gonna be on a radio show, a hip hop radio show, and a podcast on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. All right. If there's no other questions, thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time. All right. Peace.